Okay, at KetoRecomp.com, we run a CKD, okay, or a cyclical ketogenic diet. Okay, for short, I just say CKD. So this is basically you're going to go keto, full keto during the week, 5.5 to 6 days of keto, high fat, high protein only during the week, and then 1 day on the weekend of carbing up. Okay, so it's 6 days on, 1 day of a carb up or refeed, roughly. Sometimes we adjust this as needed on an individual basis. Okay, but right now I want to go over the macros for you for during the week, during the high fat, high protein, no carb or zero carb week. So we'll take an example. So for fat loss, if you weigh 150 pounds, I'm going to have you multiply your body weight times 10. Okay, so for this example, we'll use a 150 pound person. So 150, multiply that by our multiplier of 10. It's for fat loss. That brings us 1,500 calories. Okay, so at Keto Recomp, what we use a 60-40 split. So we go 60% fat, okay, and then 40% protein. Okay, that's a split that we use. So at 1,500 calories, if we take 60% of 1,500, we're going to come out with 900 calories. That's for fat. And then for protein, 40% of 1,500 calories is going to come out to 600. So right now, these are set in calories, okay? To break that down further, we're gonna find out the exact grams of fat. So for fat breakdown, 900 calories is gonna equal, throw down here, 100 grams of fat. And then for the protein, 600 calories is going to equal 150 grams of protein, okay? There's 4 calories in 1 gram of protein, there's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat, so that's how we figure this out. So during the week, for someone who weighs 150 pounds and they're on fat loss, their macros is going to be 100 grams of fat per day and 150 grams of protein per day, okay? How about carbs? I always tell people we aim for 0 grams of carbs, but obviously that's not going to happen, okay? I want you to aim for 0, but you're going to get about 20 to 25 grams of carbs. Less is better, okay? And that's only going to kick out just 100 calories. But the thing is, on my program, I always tell people aim for 0, and so we're talking no veggies during the initial 2 weeks. Okay, I want you to go as 0, as low carb as you can for the initial 2 weeks. Whenever you start this, just to get the best start. Okay, and you'll get ketosis a lot quicker. Longer term, you're gonna allow for more carbohydrates, but initially we have to clamp this down. Aim for 0, and 25 will likely jump in there. On the flip side, when I allow people to have 25 grams of carbs, they almost always go up higher. So your goal, aim for 0, and 25 are going to sneak in there, whether through protein shakes, cheese if you eat that. But just know I want you to aim for 0 grams, and 25 might sneak in, okay? So whenever we determine our macros during the week on my Keto Recomp program, it's 60% fat, 40% protein, okay? The multiplier I use just to find out for your total calorie intake, my default is 10, but sometimes I go as low as 8, so you can multiply 150 times 8. If you're carrying more body fat, typically if you're carrying over 30% body fat, for women 20% or so, plus for guys, you can go with a lower multiplier right here. But the default is multiply your body weight times 10 to kick out your total calories. And then from there, we multiply 60% to get the fat, 40% to get the protein content. We have the calories here. Then to break that down further into grams, once again, 1 gram equals 9 calories of fat. So we break that down. That's going to equal 100 grams of fat. And then for this 1 gram of protein, it's 4 calories. So to break down the 600 calories into grams, that breaks down to 150. Okay, you're going to hit this right here during the week, 6 days during the week, and then you'll have 1 day of carb up or refeed. In the later training, I'm going to go over what that carb up refeed also looks like. Okay, so this is the framework right here for figuring out your macros during the week.